Hi guys, Wheelie Malk here. Welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing? It's Good Friday. Although, it's not that good, to be fair. I know that's not what it's about, but the weather's a bit cooler today. Saying 12 degrees. I was planning to do a bit of a round trip to go over to West Yorkshire towards I call it Squires and I call it Bainton Stop on my way home, but weather forecast looked a bit dodgy over at Squires. Looked like we were going to get a big rain shower around about when I was there, so I've decided not to do that now. I am going via Sledmere, Fimber, to Seaways, and then I'm going to go Seaways down towards Millington and Pocklington and back that way up to Bainton Stop. Just a little ride out. Probably only take an hour at most. But I thought I better do something. So yeah, I've been having fun this last week with ChatGPT, the AI app, creating little virtual action figure blister packs with me on. I'll put a couple on for you to see which is the most lifelike. There was like a cartoon one and a couple of realistic figures. Yeah, I think they're quite good really. Although I think one of them's got my legs a little too short. I mean, I know I have got short legs, but... And I've only got pictures with me when I've got a goatee. I take quite a lot of selfies, but I've generally got my wife in or I'm pulling a stupid face, so normal selfies where I'm just looking, you know, so you recognise me kind of thing. I don't have many. So yeah, I had to get it from that, but it's done quite good. I also did one of my mate, which I'll put on, but you know, a lot of people will not like, because we were on a tour of Scotland, and a deer ran out on him on his KTM Super Adventure R, and he killed the deer, like, but he is a bit of a hunter, so he knows what to do with handling deer and stuff. So we couldn't just leave it in the road, we had to throw it in the bushes, but yeah, so he put it in the bushes, so there's a picture of him holding it basically, which some people might not like, but we're dead. The best thing you do is leave it for foxes, couldn't do anything else. So yeah, I did one of him, and because he ran over it, I called him the deer shunter, and used the old Phil Collins no jacket required and put no rifle required, which I thought was quite good. So yeah, see what you think of that. I'll only put it up quickly. So yes, today is, like I say, Good Friday, so it's bank holiday, as I live on a bit of a main road from the M62 towards Driffield. I pulled out of our village and straight into traffic that just stood still. It's about 2 miles to roundabout before Driffield. So yeah, that'll be coastal traffic and day trippers, I think. So yeah, I'll call in at Seaways, have a quick coffee, which it's not far from my house really, so it's only a short one that. And then I'm going to go take a trip, like I say, via Millington and Pocklington that way, and go back round, call in at Bainton Stop for another coffee. I suppose the big debate is, do I have a cake at each one? We all know what that answer is. Well, I kind of see it's brightening up a little bit this way, but it's still not going to be super warm, so just have to get out. There's no point in just sitting in the house all day, because there's nothing really to do. Yeah, some of the other lads are a bit busy, so and like I say, I would have come over to West Yorkshire that way, but the rain kind of seemed to just cover West Yorkshire this afternoon, so it's not ideal. I was on one of my groups on Facebook earlier looking for something, East Riding Bikes, and there's my cafe over there by the way. East Riding Bikes, and they say there's unmarked police bike flying about, look like it's a MT9 Tracer or something. So that's between between Beverley and Bainton Stop, so I'll keep a lookout for that when I'm that way. Fair, is it? Unmarked cop cars. What's all that about? You don't see unmarked cop bikes even. What's all that about? Like someone on there said, you need to get into town centre a bit more and get the scroats on balaclavas and no insurance on nicked bikes and electric bikes. No. That'd be too much hassle, wouldn't it? It's easy to pull somebody up just doing a few mile an hour over the speed limit on a country road. Which, I'm not going to condone speeding at all, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not the most heinous crime, is it? Rather than putting themselves in danger chasing somebody that they probably can't catch, and when they do, they get away with it, so... Nice little village is Thimber, but just get quite a lot of traffic through it. That little duck pond. Big gravel on road there. Busy on this road today. That's the trouble with bank holidays, everybody wants to get out, don't they? So coming into Thorpe and Seaways Cafe. See how busy it is. It's not that bad. Nice and flat here. Sure, I've seen that reg before somewhere. Coffee and a Kit Kat time, I think. Ciao for now. Hi guys. Wheeling out back. Just been to Seaways for a little coffee. Stop off, just a little loop I'm doing today. Now we're going towards Pocklington, Millington, Pocklington area, and then back towards Bainton. I'm calling at Bainton Stop, I think. Have another coffee. It's a little bit warmer than it was. It's now 15 degrees. It has dried up a little bit. bank holiday today, Good Friday, so just a little tour about. I was going to go to West Yorkshire, like I say, but weather looks a bit dodgy over there. So, next weekend though, we are going up to Northumberland. We're going to the Lobster Cafe, I think it's called. The Lobster Hut or something in Berwick, so we're going up. We haven't decided whether we're definitely going Friday night and then camping Friday night and Saturday night, basically up around Northumberland area, and then come back down Sunday. Just been arranging that while I was at Seaways. I say arranging it, WhatsApp group, banter going everywhere. So yeah, have to get the tent out. First time since ABR Festival. Well, to be fair, I say first time since ABR Festival. I bought it for ABR Festival because I don't really do camping. Yeah, nice U-turn on gravel. That always works. So yeah, camping next week. Let's see how much fun that is. One of my mates is doing the part of the Tettin, I don't know whether he's doing Spain or France or a bit of both. He's bought a load of gear, so he's trying that lot out. He's going to do the Tet for I think he said a month, but I don't know if it's that long. But it's definitely more than 1 or 2 days, so he's had to get all gear. So he wants to try all that out. Like I say, I'm still having this debate with myself about off-road riding, whether I really like it or not. It just seems to be a bit of a modern thing. I think I was saying on one of the other videos that everybody used to ride sports bikes to come up to the adventure sports bikes, and now everybody seems to be going off-road, and it's like, I kind of think it's alright. It doesn't really float my boat, but I think, wow, no, I definitely prefer road riding. Just that road riding nowadays is becoming a little bit difficult. And it requires a different kind of fitness. After a day doing it, I kind of, I'm tired. But I'm from a road riding and track riding background rather than off-road. So anyone that's grown up off-roading probably love it. Get over Budget Road in Avon. Sometimes when you come around these corners there's a lot of gravel on road, there's a little bit there, but this one, next one, sometimes there's quite a lot. Nothing. Haven't really had any rain though, so we are due some, a little bit. Hopefully that'll not wash more onto the road. That road surface is rubbish out there. More levels than a platform game. I won't say I'm using that Aochi A6 Pro and I really like it. It's great. But I'm using Waze as my kind of map navigation. And because I'm not actually navigating anywhere at the moment, it's just the map. I don't know if it comes across on the camera, but it's hard to see the roads. You can't really use it as a little bit of a guide when you're coming somewhere to know whether there's a left or a right. Because you glance down, it's bright enough to see, but the road itself is nearly the same colour as the grass either side. They should make it different colours, or I'll see if I can put it in night mode. Might be better in night mode. Maybe try that. Or maybe try that. So I'm coming into Pocklington now. I'll go through Pocklington and out towards North Dalton, not Wetwan, Water and North Dalton, and then on to Bainton Stop. See how the main roads on it are grey? That's better, but when you're on B roads, they're too thin so you can't really see them. I've spoke before about trying stuff as a plus size man, and I had an issue the other day at work where we get provided with coats and shirts and that kind of stuff, and we use a well-known brand that only go up to 2XL, and so they're no good for me because 2XL's about, I don't know, 52 or something like that, and I'm a 62 inch chest, so it comes to biking gear, and I have to use a company in near Ashby de la Zouche called JTS Biking Clothing. I've used them over the years and they're great, but even then some of the stuff for big blokes it just don't fit right, because obviously having a big belly is not ideal, and I like this, what I wear, this like lumberjack kind of jumper, but it's a bit faded. I think I washed it and I'm sure it's shrunk slightly, because it actually fits me better than it did, because I have lost a little bit of weight but not much, and excuse me, I wouldn't mind another one, but I think this was the largest, which I think was a 6XL. Well, like I said, I'm not bothered about whether it says 12XL, 9XL, 3XL. What I am bothered about is if it fits or not. So I need something probably a 62, 64 even. If anyone does one of these like lumberjack motorcycle jackets, but in a real 62, 64, feel free to send me one to try. A bit cheeky, I know, but yeah. Especially JTS Biking Clothing, if they've got one, they can send one, because I've been a good customer of theirs over the years. It doesn't have to be free, just get a bit of discount. I'll test it out and put a review on. How about that? Well, that's legal. So we're coming into North Dalton now, and apparently this place has bike nights on a Thursday, I think it is. I've been in there before for food, it's nice, but I just noticed the other day they were doing a bike night on Thursday. Oh, look at this poor dog, he's only got one front leg. Bless. Still getting around, isn't it? So we're coming to Bainton now. That's it, this is the back way into the village. Nice little village, and then get to Bainton Stop, which is a relatively new cafe. I think it opened May last year, kind of area. It was meant to open in this time last year, but it didn't, it was a little bit later. Closest next village on from my village, so it's no good coming right out to here for me, but I can come a long way around. But it starts to get busy. It's not the cheapest, but it's nice. It's not a greasy spoon, it's more of a deli kind of place, but they do lots of different foods. So yeah, we'll call in here. This is the back of it. We'll call in here and have a coffee. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Shall I put it on end here? It's close enough. So this is Bainton Stop here. It's quite busy, a few bikes here. Let's go and get a coffee. So we've just come away from Bainton Stop, where we've had another little coffee. Managed to squeeze a little scone in as well. Dry actually, but we're alright. So yeah, a little bit of a bimble out today, not much, just rambling on and not doing much. Although it's turned a little bit cold, it says it's 14, but it feels colder now at 14 than it did at 12 earlier. How's that work out? But at least I got out for an hour or so. So just taking the kind of long route home really. Not that it's long, longer than going straight home. Just more so I could make a proper end to the video than just every time I've edited it, cut it all out. You might not see most of it. I headed from Bainton Stop towards Beverley on the 1248 is. I mean 1258, whichever. And then turn left after Lund towards Leconfield, and then it'll be Leconfield back towards Hutton Cranswick, then Edgy Driffield, and then back down home. Chopped some trees down there, but it looks like they've had a bit of a wild time when these storms were here the other month. They seem to lose a lot of trees. like I say, it's just the way home now from here, so I'm going to end this video nice and short of end destination. So if you'd like to do the normal things, which is subscribe, like, click the notification bell. All help the channel, help the algorithm. Leave a comment if you want, and share if possible. So I will say, wheelie milk out. Ciao for now. See you later.